So, guys, preaching the gospel can be dangerous. You might get hated, you might get ignored, you might get shunned, you might even get persecuted. All right? But we do it anyways. Because even though we might face consequences here on earth, we know in the afterlife we're going to win and we're going to be set free. This is exactly what happened with Jeremiah in Jeremiah 37 through 40, right? So in Jeremiah 37, Jeremiah prophesies that Jerusalem and Judah was going to fall to the Babylonian army. And King Zedekiah, who was the king of Judah at the time, he did not like this, right? Because, I mean, who would like to hear that his kingdom was going to fall? So Zedekiah imprisoned Jeremiah, right? Because he did not like at all what Jeremiah was saying. And the false prophets who were telling Zedekiah that that wasn't going to happen, that Jerusalem was going to, or Judah was going to win the war against the Babylonian army, that they weren't going to fall. Zedekiah listened to them, and he didn't imprison them, right? But he imprisoned Jeremiah. And the thing is, guys, even though it looks bad that, Jeremiah gets imprisoned, and not to mention there was a famine in the land, so they were already had a shortage on food. There's a famine in the land. They had a shortage on water as well. And so Jeremiah, he's in this terrible situation where he's in prison during a famine. I mean, it looks like he's going to die, right? It looks like he's going to die in prison. But Zedekiah, even though he puts Jeremiah in prison, and even though it looks like he's going to kill Jeremiah, secretly, he knows Jeremiah is telling the truth. He knows there's some merit to what Jeremiah is saying, right? Because he can see, hey, this guy, he's serious about what he's talking about, right? I mean, because who would willingly get imprisoned for speaking about a lie or for speaking about something they didn't believe in? So he sees this, right? He sees that Jeremiah is willing to die behind what he's saying. So he goes to Jeremiah, right, while he's in prison. He goes to him secretly in Jeremiah 38. Zedekiah goes to Jeremiah secretly with no other guards around, no other Israelites around, okay? He goes to him secretly and asks him for some counseling. He goes to him for some counseling about what's going to happen with the Babylonian army, right? And Jeremiah still tells him, Jerusalem's going to fall. And he's like, and so, Zedekiah tells him, okay, I won't kill you as long as you don't tell anybody that we had this conversation, right? And guess what happens? The Babylonian army comes, King Nebuchadnezzar comes, and they wipe out Jerusalem. And Zedekiah, all his kids get killed, all the prophets get killed, all the false prophets get killed. Zedekiah gets his eyes taken out. Majority of Jerusalem gets wiped out. The rest get exiled. And Jeremiah, he's still in prison, right? So when the Babylonian army, raids Jerusalem, Judah, they take all the people, they kill the rest. Jeremiah's in prison. They take Jeremiah out of prison, and the Babylonian army leader, King Nebuchadnezzar, tells his captain of the guard to free Jeremiah. Okay? So guys, even though it looked like Jeremiah was facing serious consequences, it looked like he was going to die, in the end, he was freed for telling the truth. And let's say he lied, right? Let's say he didn't tell the truth to Zedekiah. Let's say he didn't tell the truth, and he just told him, that, hey, the Babylonian army is they're not gonna beat us. They're not gonna take over this place. Like, what if he just lied, just like all the other false prophets did? He would not have gone in prison, and I'm 99% sure we can assume that he would have been murdered with all the other false prophets, if not in prison and exiled, just like the Babylonian, or just like the rest of the Jewish people. So, yeah, guys, if he didn't get in prison, he might have died. There's a very strong chance he would have died. He wouldn't have gotten set free. So there was a blessing in disguise by him getting imprisoned there. And all happened because he spoke the truth. See, guys, when you speak the truth, things might seem bad. It might you guys might face some temporary trials and tribulations. It might seem like it's the end of the world for you. But in the end, you're going to get set free. In the end, you're going to go to heaven. So yeah, guys, stand on the truth. Speak the truth. That's what we can learn from Jeremiah here. And yeah, guys, peace out, y'all.